Cancer Support Community Arizona is the only research-based cancer support organization in the state of Arizona. When you think about going through cancer, often you don't think about the emotional part. You can be financially fatigued, spiritually fatigued, and emotionally fatigued. Being emotionally whole and balanced with your mind and your body is critical to not only your survivorship, your quality of life. It may enhance your opportunity for survival. The goal is to provide anyone impacted by cancer with knowledge to understand that they are the most critical part of their treatment plan.
Life before diagnosis felt invincible. Everything I did, I always put like my all into school, academia, for my MBA. I felt like I can do anything. I would go skiing, I'd tumble. I never thought that, I was susceptible to getting a disease. At the age of 33, I was diagnosed with brain cancer. And 2 years later, I'm 35 and I've undergone 3 brain surgeries. I was diagnosed with a disease that can kill me. March 8, 2016, I was getting up a little bit lightheaded, having deja vu feelings, very weird feelings, and I just attributed to stress and went to a neurologist, local one.
Bunch of different tests and theories. MRI was the last resort, so that was done, and yeah, the call came in about 5, 6 o'clock that evening, and we just heard we found something. You remember it as if it was yesterday.
He basically said, "You have a mass," and my heart dropped.
Yeah, no, we carried on. We knew we were going to go into the office first thing the next morning, and then that was where it really was the punch in the stomach, because we saw the MRI and there was this crazy big white mass.
That mass, which I thought was maybe like a little cherry, was a grapefruit, and that blew me away.
From day one, the question was, do I have a chance? And the answer was yes, so I think that was the all guns blazing, let's do this then.
After I was diagnosed, I felt I needed to take it upon myself to do research about how can you take control and fight this disease organically. And I got on a ketogenic diet. I started eating completely differently. I measure everything I eat. Couple that with the yoga.
Day one, when I met Oscar, Oscar had done tons of research about what he wanted to do to fight his brain cancer. And as we looked at that together, I knew that Oscar was engaged. He wanted to fight. He was going to use all the resources that he could gather to make sure that he battled through his brain cancer.
That moment when you feel like you're doing something proactive means it gives me the courage and the empowerment to go ahead and feel like you have control of your destiny.
Nutrition is the one avenue that the patient and their family or caregivers can do to influence what's happening to that patient. Now they're going through treatment after diagnosis, whether it's surgery, chemotherapy, or radiation, and all of that is out of their hands. Cancer has changed that. They are no longer in control. The one thing that the patient and their caregivers and families can control is nutrition.
Having resources where there's people that can understand, they don't necessarily need to understand the specific details of your case, but they understand how a diagnosis of this kind of magnitude can impact your life in general. And rather than just seeing it as, okay, scalpel, chemo, radio, it's kind of the whole body look, which includes well-being, your mental well-being of both patient and caregiver.
It's great because you surround yourself with people who have shared similar stories, not all the same.
The support that the community programs give to these patients is invaluable. It's priceless. And we're so grateful that we have community organizations that are able to lift our patients up, to wrap them in love, and to really help them as they go through this journey.
The future is is positive. My wife and I are expecting in July, so I'm going to have a little baby boy, and it means the world to us. And that's certainly going to give me another boost of confidence and optimism and energy to persevere and continue doing what I do.
I don't think anyone does it alone. You've got to draw strength from somewhere. People recognise that it has a massive impact on the whole family. It's not just the patient themselves. And that's one thing that cancer support community is great for. They recognise that, and everyone has access to the facility and can go and get their kind of the support they need, as well as the patient.
Cancer is not it's not a death sentence. I'm not convinced. I know a lot of long-term survivors, and those are the people I want to surround myself with.
I can't wait for our baby to come into the world. I think it's a really positive, it just shows that life goes on. There's no point in putting your life on hold. Life happens whether you like it or not, so you may as well shape it the way you want it.